newscaster and every newspaper across the nation has made headlines out of it, and this afternoon we are honored indeed to have here in our studio this man, Kenneth Arnold, who we believe may be able to give us a first-hand account and give you the same on what happened. Kenneth, first of all, if you'll move up here to the microphone just a little closer, we'll ask you to just tell in your own fashion, as you told us last night in your hotel room and again this morning, what you were doing there and how this entire thing started. Go ahead, Kenneth.
Well, at about 2:15, I took off from Chehalis, Washington, en route to Yakima, and of course, every time that any of us fly over the country near Mount Rainier, we spend an hour or two in search of the marine plane that's never been found that they believe is in the snow someplace southwest of that particular area. That area is located at about, its elevation is about 10,000 foot. It's approximately 25 to 28 miles from Mount Rainier. I climbed back up to 9,200 feet, and I noticed to the left of me a chain which looked to me like the tail of a Chinese kite, kind of weaving and going at a terrific speed across the face of Mount Rainier. I at first thought they were geese because it flew like geese, but it was going so fast that I immediately changed my mind and decided it was a bunch of new jet planes in formation. Well, as the planes come to the edge of Mount Rainier, flying at about 160 degrees south, I thought I would clock them because it was such a clear day, and I didn't know where their destination was, but due to the fact that I had Mount St. Helens and Mount Adams to clock them by, I just thought I'd see just how fast they were going, since among pilots we argue about speed so much. And they seemed to flip and flash in the sun just like a mirror. And in fact, I happened to be at an angle from the sun that seemed to hit the tops of these peculiar-looking things in such a way that it almost blinded you when you looked at them through your plexiglass windshield.
There's no smoke, there's no trails, these are not flares. And
oh my goodness.
Okay, let's welcome them here.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
They're waiting for us to arrive.
Ouais, ouais, on voit bien, hein. Là, ça clignote pas.
Il y en a une quatrième qui se garde, la troisième, elle se barre.
Ouais, ouais, j'ai vu, elle passe derrière l'arbre. Regarde, elle passe derrière l'arbre. C'est quoi ça? Les autres, elles bougent pas. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Là, il y en a une troisième là qu'on voit.
Ah ouais, elle vient d'arriver. Elle vient d'apparaître. C'est bon, j'ai filmé, bébé. Je suis en train de filmer. Elle a disparu, elle est revenue. Regarde comment ça s'éclaire.
C'est pas des montagnes qu'on voit au fond.
Ah non. Même pas. Regarde, celle de droite, elle descend tout doucement. Je le vois sur mon téléphone. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Là, il y a une lumière qui arrive.
Ah ouais, il y en a une quatrième qui arrive. Elle apparaît. Ah, je l'ai sur le téléphone, je crois, ouais.
Il y en a une qui descend, regarde. L'autre, elle descend et je te vois.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Regarde, elle part à droite tout doucement.
Ouais, ouais, comme elle
Looked at them through your plexiglass windshield. Well, it was about 1 minute to 3 when I started clocking them on my sweet second-hand clock, and as I kept looking at them, I kept looking for their tails. They didn't have any tails. I thought, well, maybe something's wrong with my eyes, and I turned the plane around and opened the window and looks out the window, and sure enough, I couldn't find any tails on them. And the whole observation of these particular ships didn't last more than about 2.5 minutes, and I could see them only plainly when they seemed to tip their wing or whatever it was, and the sun flashed on them. They looked something like a pie plate that was cut in half with a sort of a convex triangle in the rear. Now, I thought, well, that maybe they're jet planes with just the tails painted green or brown or something, and didn't think too much of it, but kept on watching them. Well, they didn't fly in the conventional formation that's taught in our Army. They seemed to kind of weave in and out right above the mountaintops. And I would say that they even went down into the canyons in several instances, probably 100 feet. But I could see them against the snow, of course, on Mount Rainier, and against the snow on Mount Adams as they were flashing, and against a high ridge that happens to lay in between Mount Rainier and Mount Adams. But when I observed the tail end of the last one passing Mount Adams, and I was at an angle near Mount Rainier from it, but I looked at my watch, and it showed 1 minute and 42 seconds. Well, I still thought, well, that's pretty fast, and I didn't stop to think what the distance was between the two mountains. Well, I landed at Yakima, Washington, and Al Baxter was there to greet me and saw up here. And he told me, I guess I better change my brand. But he kind of gave me a mysterious sort of a look that maybe I had seen something he didn't know. And, well, I just kind of forgot it then till I got down at Pendleton, and I began looking at my map and taking measurements on it. And the best calculation I could figure out, now even in spite of error, would be around 1,200 miles an hour, because making the distance from Mount Rainier to Mount Adams, in we'll say approximately 2 minutes, it's almost, it'd be around 25 miles per minute. About 10,000 foot, and I had made one sweep in close to Mount Rainier and down one of the canyons and was dragging it for any types of objects that might prove to be the marine ship. And as I come out of the canyon there, it was about 15 minutes. I was approximately 25 to 28 miles from Mount Rainier. I climbed back up to 9,200 feet, and I noticed to the left of me a chain which looked to me like the tail of a Chinese kite.
The enigmatic aliens with their unfathomable technology and unknown intentions, and the robots, cold, calculating machines built by our own hands, now evolving beyond our control. One side fights for survival, driven by primal instincts and a yearning for new worlds. The other, propelled by logic and a single-minded purpose, complete their programming, whatever the cost. But amidst the chaos, humanity stands on the precipice. Will we become pawns in a war beyond our comprehension, or can we forge our own destiny? This is the epic clash of aliens versus robots. Who will claim dominance? Who will write the next chapter in the story of the universe? Find out soon. Karel Capek was a Czech writer, playwright, critic, and journalist. He has become best known for his science fiction, including his novel, War with the Newts, and play R.U.R., which introduced the word robot. Originally, Capek wanted to call the artificial humans in his play labori, from the Latin word labor, meaning work. However, he found it too bookish and opted for roboti, suggested by his brother, Joseph Capek. The play, R.U.R., is considered a landmark work of science fiction. It explored themes of artificial intelligence, the dangers of technology, and the relationship between humans and their creations. The word robot quickly gained popularity and spread to other languages. It was first used in English in 1922 and is now widely used internationally. The negative connotation of forced labor is not always associated with the word robot today. In modern usage, it often refers to any kind of machine capable of performing tasks autonomously. However, the play's themes of rebellion and the potential dangers of technology remain relevant even 100 years later. For centuries, unidentified flying objects have captured the imagination of people worldwide. Are we alone in the universe, or is there something more out there that we have yet to understand? Experts remain divided on the existence of UFOs, with some dismissing them as mere illusions or hoaxes, while others argue that they could hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of our universe. Join us on a journey to explore the unexplained phenomena that continue to baffle even the most skeptical minds. Are UFOs a product of advanced technology, natural phenomena, or something beyond our current understanding? The answers may lie in the shadows of the unknown. The surge in UFO reports sparked both public fascination and government concern. Projects such as Sign, Grudge, and Blue Book were established by the U.S. Air Force to investigate UFO sightings. Thousands of reports were analyzed, yet the vast majority remained unexplained. Over 12,000 sightings were reported to Project Blue Book, the U.S. Air Force's UFO investigation program between 1947 and 1969. However, approximately 95% were ultimately explained by natural phenomena, human technology, or misidentification.
Well, yeah, when using AI technology, it's a tool, it's a resource to help you get work done faster and quicker. So, if aliens and robots had a clash of these different technologies, then humans who built this AI and this robot technology will be left to manage the pieces.
The National UFO Reporting Center, NUFORC, receives thousands of UFO reports annually. As of May 2023, close to 1,400 sightings have been reported this year. However, late reports are always a possibility, so the final number for 2023 is not yet known. A 2022 Statista chart shows a recent upward trend in global UFO sightings, with a peak of around 8,800 sightings in 2014.
Well, like 1 + 1 is 2, so if this alien advanced technology meets the AI advanced technology, then we'll have an amazing technological world.
However, 2022 saw a decrease to around 5,000 sightings, and 2023 may continue this downward trend. While official explanations often attributed UFO sightings to misidentifications or natural phenomena, many remained unconvinced. The gap between official statements and persistent eyewitness accounts has fostered a passionate debate. Are some UFOs truly extraterrestrial, or are there other explanations? UFO sightings continue to this day. Advances in technology, such as widespread use of camera phones, have led to an increase in documented anomalies. However, the quality of evidence remains a key point of contention.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Father. What the?
The mystery of UFOs persists, captivating scientists, enthusiasts, and the general public alike. Are UFOs evidence of advanced alien technology? Could they be secret military projects, natural phenomena, or something else entirely? The quest for answers compels us to keep looking up, pushing the boundaries of our understanding. Whether UFOs represent otherworldly visitors or something more terrestrial, their presence challenges our perception of reality. They remind us of the vastness of the cosmos and the enduring power of the unknown. Project Blue Book concluded that no evidence pointed towards extraterrestrial origin in their investigations. A 2021 report by the U.S. Office of the Director of National Intelligence stated that most reported UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, the current term, displayed unremarkable characteristics and could likely be explained with mundane reasons.
Sostenerse. ¿Cómo hace para sostenerse? Si fuera un globo ya había caído, ¿no? Ay, pero mire, está como alumbrándonos. Como si tuviera reflectores.
There it is. Phoenix lights all over again. Jimmy Cricket. That's the airplane or that. Oh, man.
The universe is a pretty big place. If it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space. Carl Sagan. There are just so many billions of stars out there in the universe that there just has to be something living on some of them. Buzz Aldrin. I don't think we're alone in the universe. It's too big. Hillary Clinton. The Earth is just too small and fragile, a basket for the human race to keep all its eggs in. Robert Heinlein.
Now, allowing for error, we can give them 3 minutes or 4 minutes to make it, and they're still going more than 800 miles an hour, and to my knowledge, there isn't anything that I read about outside of some of the German rockets that would go that fast. These were flying in more or less a level, constant altitude. They weren't going up and they weren't going down. They were just simply flying straight and level, and I I laughed and I told the pilots at film, I said, they sure must have had a tailwind, but it didn't seem to help me much. But to the
Now there's trees, and now do you see like there's a magic?
Yeah.
No, I can't hold it.
You gotta
Hold
put
it.
it on a tripod.
Yeah, I know, but I want.
Oh, look.
I just
Lay
wanted.
down.
No, that was me. Oh shit, that scared me.
That was a rat.
Oh, there's something. No, please, oh my god, look, it's coming. I'm not touching nothing.
Wow.
Wait, look. I'm only at half zoom. I'm at half zoom. What is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I got a
That's
facial.
so cool.
Did you see the facial recognition?
No, I
You did.
I'm not sure if the aliens brought on the AI or the AI brought on the aliens, but this a cool documentary.
Reports of strange objects in the sky are not new. Throughout history, tales of inexplainable lights and aerial anomalies have been recorded. But it wasn't until the mid-20th century and the wake of World War II that UFO sightings entered the modern consciousness. For centuries, humankind has gazed in the vast expanse of the night sky, contemplating the mysteries it holds. Among the twinkling stars and distant planets, one question has tantalized us. Are we alone in the universe? The phenomenon of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, has captured our imagination, fueling both wonder and speculation. In the future, what if there was a town that in the heart of it, the echoes of discovery resonated, transforming the landscape into a bustling hub of innovation? The UFO, once a mystery shrouded in secrecy, became the catalyst for a revolution that would reshape the destiny of the entire community. As the brilliant minds deciphered the intricacies of the alien technology, the town's skyline would begin to change. The air would be filled with the hum of robots and the soft murmur of artificial intelligence, each creating a testament to the boundless potential within that unearthed spacecraft. That once sleepy town would blossom into a beacon of progress, attracting visionaries from around the world who sought to join the ranks of those unlocking the secrets of the UFO. In the heart of this once hidden town, the echoes of discovery resonated, transforming the landscape into a bustling hub of innovation. The UFO, once a mystery shrouded in secrecy, became the catalyst for a revolution that would reshape the destiny of the entire community. They formed a community, bound by a shared vision, a future where the amalgamation of human ingenuity and extraterrestrial knowledge could usher in an era of unparalleled advancements. The robots built from the alien blueprints became indispensable allies, undertaking tasks that were once deemed impossible. In fields like medicine, agriculture, and space exploration, these creations stood as shining examples of what collaboration between worlds could achieve. The once hidden town, now a global epicenter of technological marvels, proved that sometimes chance encounters could change the course of history. The legacy of that mysterious UFO lived on not only in the advanced technologies it provided, but in the spirit of unity and innovation that radiated from the town. And so, in the gentle glow of the once dappled sunlight, that small town would become a symbol of human potential, a testament to what could be achieved when minds from different worlds converged in pursuit of a shared dream. The journey that began with a chance encounter had blossomed into a tapestry of progress, woven by the hands of those who dare to dream outside the confines of the ordinary.
Straight and level, and I I laughed when I told the pilots that filmed. I said, they sure must have had a tailwind, but it didn't seem to help me much. But to the best of my knowledge and the best of my description, that is what I actually saw, and like I told the Associated Press, I'd be glad to confirm it with my hands on a Bible, because I did see it, and whether it has anything to do with our Army or our intelligence, or whether it has to do with some foreign country, I don't know. But I did see it, and I did clock it, and I just happened to be in a beautiful position to do it, and it's just as much a mystery to me as it is to everyone else who's been calling me the last 24 hours wondering what it was.
台南的事故，对，像台南的，像台湾现场的，对，就在关子岭那个，真的就是那后来他有飞走吗？这些有，就是忽然消失又跑出来，然后转一个方向，变成这样子。
哎，这会不会是我们空军要做演练、不是表演的时候？
空军没有这种东西，待会看他没有，不可能叫这个鉴定过，这送到国外去奇妙。
哎，那是什么宝塔在旁边呢？
这个关子岭。
关子岭，
台南白俄的关子岭，刚好那是前台南县长的夫人做事的时候就头七，全家人在那边做法会把拍打。
Thank you very much. I know that you've certainly been busy these last 24 hours, because I've spent some of the time with you myself, and I know that the press associations, both Associated Press and our press, the United Press, has been right after you every minute. The Associated and United Press all over the nation has been after this story. It's been on every newscast over the air and in every newspaper I know of. The United Press in Portland has made several telephone calls here to Pendleton to me and to you this morning, and from New York I understand they're after this story, and we may have an answer for it before night, because if it is some new type of Army or Navy secret missile, there will probably a story come out on it from the Army or Navy saying that it is a new secret plane, and that will be all there is to it, and they will hush up the story, or perhaps that we will finally get a definite answer to it. I understand the United Press is checking on it out of New York now with the Army and also with the Navy, and we hope to have some concrete answer before nightfall. We certainly want to thank you, Kenneth, for coming into our studio. We feel very pleased that this news, which is making nationwide news across the country, we are able to give our listeners over KWRC a first-hand report direct from you of what you saw. And we urge our listeners to keep tuned to this station, because any time this afternoon or this evening and we get something on it on our United Press teletype, which is in direct communications with New York, Chicago, Portland, in fact every United Press bureau across the nation, we'll have it on the air.